Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to your weekly general horoscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. So these are the general energies, trends and themes that we're likely to be experiencing over the course of the week ahead. All of this is, of course, infused by my intuitive message. Every week I go into my intuition and I ask for an intuitive message that I condense down out of whatever visuals come into a phrase that kind of provides a little bit of a thread towards the reading. I also will look at the Destiny card from the Human Design Oracle deck. We'll check out some direction cards, how you can best tap into this energy, and also we'll look at the insight cards, which are kind of like a universal heads up. So with that said, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you, and if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share. In fact, all of you could like and share. Please help me grow my channel and expand my reach. And for those of you that are new to my channel, if this resonates, hit that subscribe button. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, your intuitive message, when I went into my intuition, I could hear music. I couldn't make out any specific song, but I could hear music and it was like really, really loud. And the message was, can you hear the music, right? And so what happens when you hear music? When you hear your type of music that you love, what happens? Head starts to go, shoulders start to go, you know, maybe you tap your foot, you start to dance. Dance is, I'm going to put it this way, and I think a lot of you will understand, all of the arts or the creative arts are pure expressions of life and joy. But dance is one, it doesn't have any medium, like it's just a pure expression, it's pure movement, it's interpretation of the music. And so when I say, can you hear the music? Basically what you're being asked is, can you hear the rhythm of life that is moving through you and around you? Have you stopped recently to take stock of where you are, to understand what kind of space you're in at this moment in time? Are you listening to the joy that wants to escape out of you? Are you tapped into the joy and the resonance that is moving, flowing with you, around you or through you at this moment in time? Dance is a pure expression of life because it's just movement, okay? So tap into it, right? Allow yourself to be moved and to be swayed. And if you can't hear the music, what are you going to do about it? For our direction cards for the energy of the overarching energy of the week ahead, we have, ooh, okay, there you go. Your jumping card is out. And we have the gate 42 and closing. This is actually what's known as a remembrance gate, where we go back to something or we remember something, where we bring something back into our lives. And yes, it can represent the closing of a cycle, but it also can represent the dawning of a new day of something that has already previously been a part of our lives. So what is it that brings you joy? What is it that brings you happiness and allows you to express from a really pure place, right? And when we're talking about here is truly expressing yourself and your joy. And you know, maybe there's not a lot of it at the moment, but where is it? And I encourage and I urge you, stick on your favorite tunes and shake that money maker, baby. All right, like get in there, shake it, right? You put some music on that really gets you moving and let that invigorate you. All right. And you know, this card, like I said, it's a remembrance gate, which does suggest that there is a possibility here that this week there are going to be a lot of memories that come to you. You might have memories around things that you once used to really enjoy. And look, you know, as many of you know, I used to dance, I used to do performing arts, musical theatre, all the rest of it. I'm not suddenly now going to go and become a dancer extraordinaire. At this age, the music industry wouldn't even have me. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to do any of that, but I can do those things to find joy. I can do those things to express pure expression and joy within my world. I can absolutely do that. So I urge you to pick them back up, whatever your arts, crafts, hobbies, etc. are that bring you that untold joy, that could really tap you back into your creative flow. This is a week to get into it. So for our direction cards, how do we best tap into, or how do we use our memories in the right way this week is really, I think, the question. And the cards that we have are the Eight of Wands. So first of all, this is Mercury in Sagittarius, the Lord of Swiftness, but this is it's a communications card, and it basically is usually communications that come from a distance. This is conversations, etc. It's probably likely to come in the form of invites, given where we are at this time of the year, right? Heading towards the holiday season. We're doing this through the Hermit card. Okay, so taking time, right, to listen. Can you hear the music? If not, then it's probably too loud around you, and maybe you need to slink off for a moment. Maybe you need to plan some time where you can allow your inner creative voice to speak. And then we've got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so this is really about building some kind of I want to say physical practice, but it's not that. This is about building some kind of cohesive routine that allows us to delve into and hear our inner voice speak. Now, if you've been with me long enough, you will have heard me say when the Hermit shows up, the High Priestess has a message for you, which means your intuition is trying to get hold of you to share something with you, and it's probably going to come to you through memories or impressions of things that you once enjoyed. That Four of Pentacles suggests that your day-to-day routines, etc., have become too rigid. They've become too sort of by rote, and you're no longer enjoying life or living it on that enjoyable level. And with the Hermit card here, you're being invited to clean this up. For our insight cards, if we were able to look or see around corners, what would show up for us, or what is the message here? And for this, we have the Judgment card. So there are big changes coming on the wider world stage and on our personal lives. We've got this with the High Priestess. Wow. Okay. And the Star card. Huge stuff, right? Really, oh God, sorry, I've got a really itchy nose and it's right at the tip. Okay, now this is, first of all, look at this, right? This is three major cards, one after the other. So that in itself suggests that the insight card suggests that there are big things happening for all of us in some way, shape or form over the course of this week. Now, the Judgment card with the High Priestess speaks to ancestor practice. If this is something that you have done previously, if it's something that you flirted with, that maybe you do every so often, but then you kind of fall off, this is the time to pick it back up. For those of you that are so inclined to work the ways of the witch, whether this is witchcraft, whether this is certain ritual spells, etc., you are being urged to get back to these things. Those practices that enhance and inform and enrich your life through spiritual connection, you are being urged to bring them back into the fold. Okay, now on the wider world stage, this suggests some kind of big development that happens specifically around young women, and it's also going to be a big development that happens across the spiritual world and also potentially the technological world. I think this is going to be some kind of big reveal where basically, you know, maybe a tech company comes forward and says, look, we've managed to do A, B, and C. Like I remember when I was younger, I can't remember how old I was exactly, but I remember the day the news came on and they said scientists have finally cracked the human genome. It was like a whole, you know, it was like a huge thing at the time. This feels like it's something to do with that, but it's on a much more technological level. And because the High Priestess is hidden things revealed, this does suggest that there is going to be something that is shared with the world in some regard. And when it is, I think it's going to change a lot. Now, when the Hermit shows up, the High Priestess has a message for you. I did say that, right? And here she is, the High Priestess. She's shown up and she's bringing messages. Messages from your ancestors, messages from spirit, messages from your loved ones that have long since passed. This could be a week for visitations. This could be a week for powerful dreams, psychic feelings and impressions around ancestors, etc. On a more sort of personal level as well. That Eight of Wands with the Hermit card and the Four of Pentacles. That's a teacher or a mentor that shows up. So for some of you, you could be taking some course of study, you could be taking some kind of learning to another level, or you could just be deciding, you know what, it's time to take my training and make it formal in some way, shape or form. Either which way, I actually think there's a lot of invites this week as well. There's potentially a lot of group get-togethers. For some of you, you might be attending secret parties, or you might be getting invites to places and spaces that are not for everyone. If that is the case, obviously, you know, use your discretion. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up, obviously, if it's not too personal. With that said, have a great week. I wish you all of the best. Take care, and I'll see you soon.